Hello everybody, my name is Elaine Ratchford and this is an assignment for my public health class 342. Our assignment was to make and present a presentation on a topic of our choosing, and I picked drug abuse. I decided to use the PowerPoint format and to just tell a story as I go through slides. So slide 1, I just want to save one person. It might seem silly, but this statement has been in my head for a long time. And when I went to visit Kendall at the Meridian Anti-Drug Coalition and we talked, she suggested I concentrate on this one sentence and make it work for what I needed. She also suggested I write a letter with that as my title and use it for my presentation, and it worked unbelievably. So thank you, Kendall. I use a road analogy and road signs as a way for me to explain the journey of my perception of drug abuse. I have personally vested history with this topic, and I can honestly say I know how it feels to be on this road and unable to get off. Still sitting there baffled at how the heck you got on the road to begin with. Drug abuse is kind of like this. You don't know what's up ahead, you have absolutely no idea, and you have no idea how you got there to begin with. You convince yourself it's just another road. It's just another way. Maybe a more exciting way. But you can handle it. Of course you can handle it. No one starts down the road of drug abuse thinking, gosh, I hope I can hurt as many people as possible. I hope I die on this road. I hope this road is so miserable. Instead, they start on this road not really even understanding what kind of road it is, how much this road will take from them. Or maybe they do know. Maybe this road has been in their family for a long time. There's been lots of family members taking this road, with each of them having a different outcome, all different, which means the outcomes for that family member could be different also. So your road could be different than your dad or your mom's road, or your cousins, or your brothers, or your sisters. After all, it's a personal road to take, and everyone handles the road in their own way. I did not know how I found myself on this road, truthfully. I didn't know, and I didn't handle it well. It took a large chunk of my life. I used the warning sign danger ahead on this road because after the first time you use, it kind of feels a little dangerous. Not something you can't handle, just an excitement that there's a possible danger, but not anything too bad. Spelled out clearly, danger ahead isn't even in your thinking. What danger? Where? People are exaggerating. They must be. You're not headed toward danger. There's no way. You can handle this. In fact, it's not even a big part of your life. It's just an occasional social activity you dabble with. You've got some friends. They're on this road. They started a while ago. They've had some tough times. Nothing too bad. At least that's what they're telling you. So let's see what's up ahead for you on your road. The fact that there could be no exit, or at least no easy exit off this road, doesn't even enter your mind. Of course there's an exit. There's always an exit. No one needs to worry about you. You'll find the exit. If it's there, you know it's there, and you will take it when you're ready to take it. I don't want my family to know I'm on this road. They can kind of fear the road. I don't fear the road. I understand the road. Me and the road, we're on a journey together. They must not know how cool this road could be, or they would not fear it. They wouldn't understand the fact that I have it under control. They'd worry. After all, I don't want them to worry, so I can't tell them I'm on the road. Who do you call if you get in trouble on the road? I wouldn't call my family members. After all, they don't know I'm on the road because it's a secret. I could call my friends. They're on the same road. I'm sure they'll help me if they answer their phones and if they're able to help, if they want to help, if I need help. After all, we're on the same road. I don't need to ask for help. I'm doing just fine. I'm sure there's an exit somewhere soon. Or maybe I'll just keep driving for a while. It's not that bad. It's kind of a fun drive. Some bumps in the road, but nothing that I can't handle yet. Whoop, okay, this is where some panic sets in. I think mine did around this time. You're trying to get through this road now. You're just trying to get through it because you missed your loved ones and you know they're at the end of the road. Inside, you decide to get off. Okay, but how? You missed the exit. So do you have to just stay on the road because you have to just get through it and find another exit? But you know you must get to the end of the road and get off. There is no other way off. What? All your family is there waiting. That's where everyone is that loves you. They're off this road. You can't see them from the road. You're blinded by all that's around you. But you know they're there. You really can't talk to them because, well, then they'll know your secret. And you'll look weak and hopeless. And you're hoping to get off the road without them ever knowing you were on it to begin with. You just have to get past those nasty bumps and road slides. Maybe you can find your friend, the one that told you about the road to begin with. There's lots of friends on this road. They'll help you for sure. You just have to find them. After all, they know the road well. So why wouldn't they? They must want to get off too. There's a detour ahead. See? Knew it. Knew there'd be a detour ahead. All those people telling you that there was no way off the road, they were just making up scary stories, trying to keep the road secret to themselves. Wow, that detour seems to come with some conditions. It's a bad one. It's going to mean I need to tell people about my secret and climb a very large mountain full of classes, counseling, and relapse prevention programs. I'm not ready yet to do those things, but I will soon, I'm sure. I have time to wait. I don't want to do those things. I'm sure there's more detours with less conditions. If there is one now, there's got to be one later, when I feel more up to it. But thank goodness this confirms all those people were exaggerating and there is a way off the road. I've seen the detours, and I know I can get off at any time. Some conditions, but eventually I'll be able to handle them, and I'll be able to get off the road. Can't I? What are roads, anyway? Well, they're a way to get from here to there, or from there back to here. Okay, so that means that a road is something that you can actually come back from. They don't go just one way. Here we have the yellow brick road, paved with bumps, bruises, and some scary mishaps. But Dorothy started out alone and made 3 new friends along the way. This colorful, cheerful, happy yellow brick road. This road is not like my road. This road is fantasy and my road is real. You tell yourself that you're protecting the ones you love by not letting them know about the road that you're on. You compare it to the yellow brick road, but it's not. You have to use now because you have to be normal. You're at that stage that you cannot be normal without using. You must be awake. You must work. You must be that person you think that they're looking for, the old you. So you use to pretend to be normal. What the hell is normal? I can't even remember anymore. You must try to fool them into believing everything is okay. The only person you're fooling is yourself. Everything is not okay because you're stuck. It's not okay, and it hasn't been okay since the day you started on this road. You did not want to accept that. How did everything get so out of control so fast? I was fine, I know I was. How did I lose control? A few more comments about that yellow brick road. Where does it lead? For Dorothy, she got to go home. The Tin Man got oil so he could stop squeaking. The Lion got courage and the Straw Man got a brain. The yellow brick road brought them all they wanted, but they had to go through a lot to get there. Even on the nice yellow brick road. For me, my yellow brick road, it represents a happy family I have, a future, a college degree, and so much more. Apparently I did need that brain. I did not need the oil can. I know where my home is, and I found my courage. So why am I on this road and not the yellow brick road? It seems I'm lost. What kind of people are on the road of drug addiction? You, me, a family member, a coworker, maybe a senator or two, an officer of the law, a mother of 5 children, a wife, a man in the military. Anyone can fall onto this road. This road does not discriminate. I look back and I ask why. Why did I not know? Why did I not listen? Why did I not see? I had no future experience with roads of this kind, but guidance for this road is offered from many people. People on this road don't want to be on the road alone. They want lots of people with them. It's a very social road, but one that sticks together and does not let you off. I should have been scared. After all, I don't know how to navigate a road like this. But I was told it was great, and I'm a grown-up. I made a choice that, yeah, it probably is a great road, and I should try it. I can handle it. I'm a grown-up, remember? So I chose, and I chose incorrectly. There is no one to blame but me because I chose. People ask me, didn't you know? Of course I didn't know. I didn't know what I would lose. I didn't know who I would hurt. When I did know, it felt like I couldn't get off the road then, not without hurting them even more than I already had. Now I had to stay on the road, and I didn't want to be on the road, but I had to stay because I would hurt them more now, which makes no sense today. It made perfect sense then. As I said before, no one made me take this road. They showed me the road. They hinted at what the road could bring. This was a fun road. This road won't hurt you. A small part of me hesitated, but I still said yes, and I started off down the road. Day 1 on the road was amazing. So much fun. I couldn't even believe it. Day 2, day 3, 4, and 5, they bring with it a feeling that it is not the same as day 1, but you still are having fun, but you still want to try use because you kind of want day 1 back again. After day 1 comes back, then you decide you'll stop. Day 1 never came back. And you keep using and you keep trying to make that happen. It doesn't happen. The road was so much fun, and then the road was terrible. It made me sick, it made me tired, it made me angry, and it made me not me. Who is that person looking back at me in the rearview mirror? I don't know anymore. Depending on who you are, this can be a long road or a short road, or this can be a lifetime of a road. And if you're somewhere in between, it can be a 5-year, 10-year, 15 years, maybe just a year, maybe not even a month, but you're not in control of that, the road is. It's okay to ask for help. It's not a weakness. There is more strength than anyone can ever show in standing up and saying, I need help. I cannot do this by myself. Just sit there and tell everyone exactly who you are now, how much you hate it and how much you hate yourself, how much you hate what you've done, or who you've hurt, and what you've become. Are you sure I can still ask for help? Do you know who I am now? The answer is yes. Who do you know? Who you are now. It is you and you alone, and we can help you. We were waiting on you to ask. We kept putting signs in the way, but you did not use them. This is the slide where I guess you explain why people start using drugs. For me, I had a great life. I had 2 children. I had a family that loved me, a great job, a vehicle, a future. I was somebody. I was loved, and I loved back. I can honestly say I was ignorant to how these roads worked, but I did learn very quickly how they worked, and I navigated them crudely. People use because they hurt inside, and they don't want to hurt inside. They want to stop those bad feelings. They want to do better in school. They want to be better at work. Maybe they're just curious. They see others doing it and they're just fine. I'm sure I will be too. I'm just like them, maybe better than them. Nope, no way. Not me. Before I finish with all these slides, I just want to touch on the fact that we all want to escape a sadness or a hurt, some pain, some depression, some loss that we can't handle. Just plain old life at some point in time. I'm talking about these college classes, working full-time, plus two part-time jobs. And I can tell you straight from the heart that there are tons of days I do want to escape this life. I get tired, I get discouraged, I get sad, I get lonely, all of the things that come with life in general. But this is a life I chose. Again, I made a choice. This life is not easy. It is hard. There is lots of schoolwork, no time for fun, not much time to do much of anything. But those were the choices I made. I made a dedicated decision to finish school and get my degree. And you will finish, and I will get that degree. Of course, there are times I want to escape and not have all the responsibility associated with life. But drugs are not the only way you escape. And I know that now. Addiction is a chronic disease. That is true. And it does run in my family. There are more alcoholics in an Irish family than I can probably count. And addiction can become more important than the need to eat, sleep, and people do almost anything they can to get that next perfect high that never comes. To keep from getting sick, a drug addict will do anything necessary to keep using and keep the withdrawal away, until that choice is taken away from them, and withdrawal is happening whether you are ready or not. Now they go to therapy, and they go to classes, and they are told it's not your fault, it's a disease. I understand that. I do. I understand that addiction is a disease, but for me, that conversation didn't work. I did not want to be told it was not my fault. If it's not my fault, then whose? It was my fault. I chose. It had to be my fault. I have to be the one responsible. If not, then I can't fix it. I take responsibility for my actions so I can fix those actions. I'm taking my power back. I found that when I blamed, then I had an excuse. And if I had an excuse, then I had a reason not to try, a way out of being responsible for my actions. I wanted to try. I wanted to be accountable for my actions. I was the one who screwed it all up, and I'm going to be the one to fix it. This might not work for everybody who battles drug addiction. I mention it works for me because it did, and it's just a different option. I provided a link with successful former addicts and alcoholics, but they're mostly just movie stars and actors or actresses, and that's not what this presentation is about. Although I'm happy that they got help, they had access to that help, and if they needed it and they wanted it. Whereas the normal guy or girl on the street might get stuck with someone who doesn't really care if they win or not. A public defender instead of a paid attorney who could care less if you get help or not. This story is about you. You know who you are. You're the one that needs help, and I'm the one that wants to help someone. Just one person. Only because I went into this with my eyes open. I can't save everyone. There's no way. It took me 9 years to save myself. I'm pretty sure I can get help for one person, though. I just need to find that one person. My way might not be the way for you. No one gets to decide you're happy but you. No one gets to judge you but you. You are your most powerful adversary. You can move mountains. You can do anything if you want it bad enough. Can you believe that nearly 64,000 people died of a drug overdose in the year 2016? 22% of our population. And that was just 2016. I looked further at the other years, but I kind of got stuck with 2016. We know that drug use is on the rise, And if in 2016 it was 22%, can you believe what it is today? I was kind of sick to my stomach at the number because I know it's not getting any better out there. I have also provided a link to the Meridian Anti-Drug Coalition because I know that if you reach out to them, they will provide you with help. You just have to ask and they will direct you to some version of help. You just have to do things yourself also. As human beings, we have some strengths and we have some weaknesses, and they're all different for everybody. There is a million versions of the words rock bottom. It's an individual state of being, and it's different for everyone. Rock bottom seem to come a lot. Just when you think you're just at your rock bottom, you seem to get out of it, and a different version of rock bottom comes your way. There's no such thing as a lost cause. For all people with an addiction, there is an answer and there is help, and it isn't easy. It's never going to be easy. Having to admit, hey, look at me. Yep, I screwed up. I screwed up in every possible way imaginable, and I am a drug addict. I hurt people. I did it all wrong. I did it all wrong over and over, but I'm not doing it all wrong anymore. I climbed out of that deep hole in the end of that dark road and I fixed my life. I am still fixing my life every day. It was not easy and it was not quick, but I did it. And so you can too. This story is about me, but it's also about you. You know who you are. When you're ready, ask. Because I just want to help one person, and I'm not alone out there. There are others that need to help one person, and you are all you need in your life to stop. So choose. Thank you for listening to my presentation.